Hi friends, today we are going to discuss a tool called Google Trends. If you search for Google Trends, and then you can find the link to Google Trends. We'll go to that link, but before that, let's read the short description about Google Trends on its website. So what it says is Google Trends is a website by Google that analyzes the popularity of top search queries in Google search across various regions and languages. The website uses graphs to compare the search volume of different queries over time. So essentially, it gives you a trend analysis of the various search queries that's happening over a period of time and what's more popular, what's trending. And this way, you can use this tool to analyze keywords related to your business, for example, and find out the ones which are trending and then make a decision around those. If, for example, if you're going to launch a product on some fashion, um, on some retail or fashion related category, then you can search for that category in Google Trends and see if that's trending, and if yes, then you can make a decision around those. So it can be used for your personal use as well as to take business decisions based on it. Okay, well, let's jump into it. So now we are into Google Trends website. As you can see on the top right, you can see the default country. For me, it's United Kingdom, and enter a search term or a topic, so which we'll enter now. But before that, let's see what's there on the site. So it gives you some examples of the keywords which are trending or the queries which are trending right now. For example, the World Cup 2020 World Cup, soccer, American football, Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian. These are all famous celebrities, as you know. Then it also shows you some highlight around the latest stories and insights. Highlights Queen Elizabeth too. So the it's a featured note here, which can change time to time. Then you have some stuff on Ukraine, Eurovision Song Contest, and so on. And then it shows you some recently trending searches in United Kingdom, which include Europa League draw and 25 traffic and so on. And noteworthy, for example, things are COP27, which is a climate conference happening right now. And then you can click on more trending searches to find out even more searches around that. And then if you go to the different years, and there are videos published by Google on the most trending searches for that particular year. So for example, if I go to year in search 2021, you can play this video. I'm not going to play it now, but yeah, it will show you how and which search queries have been trending in 2021 and so on. Okay, now let's jump into our topic here. So for example, I'll do some basic search queries right now. Um, for example, if I search for Rishi Sunak, you can see if I click on Rishi Sunak now, you can see over a period of time, it shows you how the search queries have been, how many people have been, or how many searches have been trending. It gives you the data on a scale of 0 to 100. Um, so it's like a scoring. So if relatively, it shows you the relative searches, not the actual volume, because the purpose of Google Trends website is mainly to give you some sort of trend analysis rather than the actual searches, which you can find through other different tools published by Google and other companies. Okay, so if you see over a period of time, by default, it shows you last 12 months. Then you can also do, this is the result of the web search, but you can also do image, news, Google, shopping, and YouTube searches. So what are the keywords trending on those platforms? While this one is the default Google search web results. Similarly, then you have different categories which you can try out. So these are the filters that you can use and do more searches around those. Anyway, so now you can see that the trend queries have on Rishi Sunak have picked up since he around the time he became Prime Minister of the UK. Now, if you can also see a plus button here, which is for comparison. You can click on compare, and let's say we compare with Liz Truss. And so I click on Liz Truss here. You can either click the actual, sometimes it shows you the actual position if Google is sure about that. But also you can click the list normal search term as Liz Truss. It will show you almost same results. Okay, so now you can compare these two results together. So there was obviously more interest in Liz Truss when she became prime minister, and after a few days, then when Rishi Sunak came into the picture, then his search queries had been trending more since that time. The dotted line that you see here is where you have partial data or incomplete data available, which basically means that Google is still compiling this data for analysis, and it might be available after a few days, but at least it gives you some sort of trend, which is based on the partial data already compiled by Google. Now, similarly, then you can compare, you can even compare more queries here, not just one, not just two, but more than two as well. And so you can see add comparison button is again there. So you can compare a number of search queries together to see the trends and the relationships between them. So this yellow or orange graph is for Boris Johnson, and you can see that he was trending quite high. If you hover your mouse over any of the graph points, then you can also see the relative score. So here you can see if Boris Johnson was 100, then Rishi Sunak was 14, and Liz Truss was 3 in the week July 3 to 9, 2022. Okay, so this is mostly weekly data, as you can see, accumulated over a period of time. We can also change this time to any range, and we can also choose custom time range if we want to select a particular date-to-date or week-to-week time range. Okay, then so this is more of a general queries. You can also try, for example, things like 2020 World Cup, which is happening right now for men, and you can see it trend. It had a good trend last year in November when the last World Cup happened, and Australia won that cup. And this time again, it's happening. It's in progress right now, and as you can see, the trend has spiked from the time it basically started or was about to start. The event was about to start. Okay, so this is how you would be analyzing your data. One important thing is it shows you the data for United Kingdom. So because I'm searching in United Kingdom, but you can obviously change this data and see how the worldwide trend looks like. The worldwide trend is also similar, as you can see. Another important thing here is it also shows you the interest by region. So the World Cup results or the trends search queries that you see here by volume and by interest, it shows you the region which is more prominent in searching for these queries, and it shows you the top 5, and then if you click on this arrow, it will show you the top regions for that search query. So you can see here Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, for example, because these are the countries where Pakistan has already made it to the semifinals and so on, and Bangladesh was also performing very well. Sri Lanka's match was yesterday, so it was all good. That way it's trending. Now you can also see some related topics here. So you can click on any of these. If it shows you breakout, I think there's a definition of breakout, but if you click on any of these, for example, queries, related queries, you can see a big spike somewhere, and that essentially shows you the breakout. I'll figure out later how what's the definition of breakout. But yeah, you can see the related topics. So these are high-level topics, while these are high-level queries, which are all related to the search term that we search, which is ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Okay, so we can also click on, for example, this particular stadium thing, and people have been searching on this. And as you can see, obviously, people from Australia are searching more because the World Cup is happening in Australia, and such trends can be visualized. So ultimately, the goal of this whole analysis is for you to build up your story. So for example, if you are writing an article, or if you are actually analyzing the data to make some decision, then those can be also converted into presentable user stories by doing comparison and showing the trends, related queries, top countries which are searching for those queries, and so on. So that's why Google Trends is quite a helpful tool. And the good thing about the tool is also that it shows you the latest and the most recent data and analysis. So which basically means that any trends which are happening currently, even today, yesterday, and so on, it comes around as partial data, and then over the last few weeks, it shows you the concrete trend, which basically means the data is quite latest and new, so you don't need to wait too much for doing an analysis on the historical data. As and when you go, and if you are a journalist, you want to write a news article, or you're a blogger, or you are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, or a management personnel, then in all the cases, it's quite a helpful tool. So this is what I wanted to show. Another thing, so if you click on this Google Trends again, this logo, then it takes you to the home page, back to the page, original page, where you can do a new search if you want. So we can also go for searching for any business topics. For example, Twitter. Let's search for Twitter, because Twitter's acquisition has recently happened, and the talk had been going on for last few months. So you can see that there has been a significant interest over a period of time. And this clearly shows you that. So this scoring is normally done with respect to the other search queries that are happening, and obviously compared to any other search queries, it has been trending, and hence the score is around 100 or near 100. We can also, for example, search for Elon Musk. Let's see what result it shows you. Yeah, so at the moment, yeah, it shows you some good data. Obviously, we can also do, for example, a worldwide search, and you can see that there's a spike over the last few days, because this acquisition has happened recently. And we can also try to search within United States, and you can see that it's spiking even more. And the reason for that is because Elon Musk and Twitter both are US based. So you can see all these trends. Okay, I think that's it for today. Go ahead and search for your business related queries, and figure out the trends, and make decisions, write stories, and use the tool to the best extent possible. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Bye.